Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and we are back yet again for another episode of Off the Shelf. If this is your first time viewing, these are very rough, unedited, no frills, just a simple one shot, one camera, sort of like a vlog type of thing where I do not have a lot of display space for my figures, so when the time comes, figures have to be put back in their packaging and put into storage. I figured why not show you what's coming off the shelf and why. And today we have a nice little assortment. We have from the Authentics line, Ratchet and Soundwave. We have the three Scout class figures that I've looked at, Wheeljack, Dead End, and Ramjet. The two one-step changers, Repugnus and Whirl, and from that Chinese exclusive line Rexa, which is, I guess you can say, part of Cyberverse. And what's interesting is, as I was setting this up, I really had the thought, if you were a kid, this would basically be, your assortment of Transformers. You would have, if there was multiple lines, you would have like one from every line, different size classes, and is what you would play with. You would have your Autobots and Decepticons and stuff like that. But as I always say, having the figures come off the shelf is not a comment on their quality. Also, it gives me a chance to maybe give like a little update on the reviews. There's like anything, my opinions on anything has changed, and realistically, no. I still think these are fine figures. The Scout class figures are fun for what they are, and I think I got to stress that a lot of times I get the comments in my videos that people want the hive mind mentality, that anything beneath generations is subpar and simplified and not good, and that's just not the case. The one step changers, when you look at Whirl and Repugnance, they have come leaps and bounds from those first Age of Extinction figures, which, by the way, are still some of my most viewed videos. So a lot of people were interested in them at the time. The Power Battler Optimus Prime is my most viewed video with over 200,000 views. So, there is that. And, these are now closer to I think those spring-loaded Beast Wars Scout like basic figures that we almost have full articulation with them. I think it's just they need to figure out a way to work a knees and elbows in, and well, actually no, they have elbows here with Repugnance, so work knees in. But yeah, I mean, for what they are good figures. For Scout class, what it is, they are good figures. The Authentics, yes, they're a little bit hollow, but especially with Soundwave, there's a lot of articulation going on there. So yeah, just to, paint them all with one brush just because they're not overly complex or that higher price point really like was borderline on gatekeeping. And that's something I think is a problem in the fandom. But yeah, so I got some new stuff coming in, so I got to make space. So, as I always say, goodbye. These are gone, but will not be forgotten. Great figures. And all of these, with the exception of the Rexa here, and I hope I've got the name right, are relatively affordable. I mean, these are great stocking stuffers, gifts for younger fans. You're not going to break the bank like you would on a deluxe figure. So, it's so hard to say goodbye. No, I better stop before I get it. That, but so yeah, so if you want more information about any of these figures, look up the individual reviews of them, and I'll, for more in detailed opinions. But really, nothing has changed. I still think they're fine figures. So, this is your old pal Chuck for everyone. I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you next time.